A look there inside Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Commanders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen and Matt Gay going to kick things off. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Throwing right away is Coward.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Metcalf makes the grab again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Steeler first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they...
That is hot! What a throw! Calvin Austin! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
The kick is good. Makes the score 7. Commanders nothing.
Is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion, it's Jefferson. The RPO, that one is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Second down, Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Nice job bouncing back there on second down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in second and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack, and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
On third down, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On the return is Austin. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third down, it's Allen. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Henry is in for a touchdown. So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. Metcalf, the motion man. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. One more time going up top with Allen. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Now it's 4th and goal.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or backside. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin.
To Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 35-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as to stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Commanders.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Commanders 7.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no return here. This is a touchback. The Steelers offense going to get it one final time in this first half with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
To the air, on 2nd down, here's Allen. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. And the offense will take one here, timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. Third and 2. Here we go. To the air is Allen. Going for it all. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll get that out to Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd down and 9. Now it's Jackson. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
17 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. He'll work forward for a couple. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. Off he goes. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll run again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another 1st down.
Washington Commanders 1st down.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
2nd down, Jackson. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Commanders 14, Steelers 10.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Williams on the return. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. And now the defense is going to take their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Downfield. McLaurin brings it in. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackle. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. That pass taken in by McCourt. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we hit the 2-minute warning.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
It is 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll step up and run.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He finds Austin with the ground. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Commanders come up with it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Steelers 10.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. So it's a win here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched the shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are with...